judge. Sick of feeling sexy, let me touch you with this honest. Swear that I'm but you be naked, I like the way you're putting on the show. Dressing like you already know. Let's go. I never found another like it. Just be the difference with you. I know if I sound flow. She the reason I step out to next year. I happy hour. You look like you got it, girl. I know you a college girl. Got a kid on mama's girl. I understand your problems, girl. Got a baby, go to school for life, so I can't judge you. Since you feeling sexy, let me push you with this honey. I had love a stripper. Trying to get my pretty good. Tempting up the slipper. Yeah, looking at my direction. Let's say I'm happy. Body like a model. Higher look complexion. Mama, you're one. You need a smile, so baby, I got the line. I feel like to keep your mind calm, baby, just take some time. Who take it easy? I got the potion, I can make it look easy. Yeah. Baby, why you sliding down the car? I like the way you putting on the shirt. Dancing like you already know. I've never found another like it. Just see the dance with it. She thinks she got a freaky. I know you're calling me sick, but I know if I stop you, I'm like gunpowder. She the reason I spend my tears. I happy hour.
Back. Again, starting up here. 2 minutes down to 2 right.
But you look at naked. Why you sliding down the car? I like the way you putting on the show. Never found another like it. Just see the dance.
If I'm not in there,
I know my son. She the reason I always get to the deep. I happy hour.
I'm getting told out 3 of y'all. Okay, I'm gonna work out 3 of y'all. Let's go. That's how we gonna do this tonight. Yeah. We back on the ride, so it ain't probably know what time it is. We locked and loaded right now. Yeah. We think everybody keeping it locked though. I had Monday and Tuesday off though. Do that. With a special edition, with a special guest in a hot seat with us. We on the rise one more time, man. I know y'all love that. Shout out to Mr. Heat, man. Happy hour. What's up, boy? I see. What's up, buddy? I see. We out here though. You know what I mean? Hey, let's go. Shout out to your pops, man. Hey, thank y'all for keeping it locked right here on the rise. You already know what it is, man. We on the rise, man. We got a special guest in the hot seat. Who we got in the hot seat with us? Your boy Bishop Eddie Stutter. I'm your auntie and your grandmama favorite comedian. Not your baby mama. I'm like, how you feeling tonight, man? I'm about to feel gravy here in a few minutes. Absolutely. For everybody just tuning in with us, tell the people who you are, where you from, and a little bit about what you do. I am the Bishop Eddie Stutter from the great city of Laurinburg, and I am now an entertainer, not just a comedian, because I have grown into other avenues. Look at me, I'm on your phone now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm everywhere and nowhere at the same time. I'm in traffic. Catch me coming or going. Absolutely. You said you was an entertainer. I am an entertainer. Break that down for the people. What all do you do as far as entertainment business? MCing, host, a comedian. I'm not above stripping if the money is right. So if anybody want to book me,
go to my fans only page at Slim Got Inches, and let's work something out from there.
Oh, man. Y'all here, ladies? He's talking to y'all, man. Tell him where to find you at real quick, man.
Find your boy at Bishop Eddie Stutter, Facebook only. Facebook only. There's some other stuff out there, but you got to catch me through Facebook to find my other stuff.
Absolutely. Let's just jump right into it. How long have you been a comedian, and what made you even start getting into it?
I've been funny all my life, but shit, Miss Meal cramps made me figure out that I need to figure out a way to make some money from scratch. So I had to become a business with no product to damn sell in case I fucked up the real. I'll always have it.
Facts. Yeah, so you can say you've been a comedian for over 10 years.
I've been funny all my life. I've been jumping in and out of the spotlight, in and out. But this time, it's last year. I've been grinding hard, and now is the time that I'm going to stay in the longest. I've been a semi-pro bowler. I was a gospel singer for a little while. Shout out to Bethlehem Male Choir, best male choir in the PD area.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to them. And so you do music. You was into the church heavy.
Mm-hmm. Now I said I was on the choir. I didn't say I sang. I was just up there. Yeah. I was just up there for aesthetics, singing "Sexy Jesus." I know y'all seen Paul on the Temptations. I had to make it a little risky.
Oh man, he said Paul on the Temptations. Hey, that's what's up, man. So listen, what made you want to get into being a comedian? I know you said you've been funny all your life, but for the people that just tuning in with us with Bishop Stutter, man, like, how did you even stumble upon like being a comedian, man?
I broke into this business. I was discovered, actually. I was buying weed. I'm gonna be truthful. I was buying weed, and the guy said, "Hey, you funny. We having a comedy show. Shout out to Slam at a private jet." He said, "Hey, you funny. We having a comedy show. I want you to come out." So I booked my first show on the text now number. Like I didn't even have a phone for them to call me. I just had a date, and I shot my best shot, and I've been shooting my best shot ever since.
Absolutely. Can you say you remember your first joke? Don't tell it. Not just yet, because we got some of that later for y'all. But can you say that you remember your first joke?
My first joke was my stutter clause. Meaning, if and when I do stutter, it's gonna happen. It's okay to laugh. I'm a comedian. I put myself in a comedic situation. Okay. Just don't heckle me, because now I'm gonna turn the whole show around and get on your ass. That's not what I came to do, but that's what can happen. So if you see me out in the future, let me earn my child support money and get the hell out the way. Okay. I may stutter and stumble on the mic, but in between those, it's the jokes and very pertinent words.
Absolutely. So Bishop, man, what was you doing last year around this time? How heavy in the entertainment business were you into?
Last year, this time, I had only done one show, and I didn't know how to book. I didn't know how to contact a promoter. I didn't know anything. Once I found y'all and y'all start putting me on the mic, that's when I really came into me. My first two jobs came from the same people. So I had to get a phone number to wait on a phone call, hoping they will call again. And I'd be damned if it didn't damn happen. And I'd be damned if somebody didn't put it online. And I'd be damned if if I didn't jump off from that. So it don't matter. I was jumping off Wi-Fi from McDonald's, booking stuff after that.
Thanks. I think everybody went through that.
I'm telling you, it's the story, and it's the struggle that people need to hear.
Absolutely. I remember them days at McDonald's with the Wi-Fi.
Jumping off McDonald's Wi-Fi.
You know what I'm saying?
On the text now number, waiting on somebody to call.
So what was it like for you when you got connected with BMP, like far as, you know, doing the shows and, you know, the concerts and the showcases? Like, what was it like for you to be just having the opportunity?
Okay, so it showed me that us as entertainers can book anything. It can book anything. Through BMP, I learned that I can tell jokes on a bus moving down a damn road. Facts. It don't always have to be a nightclub or a damn establishment. I've got a cordless speaker and a mic. I can pull up in a park and do a show now, just so I could keep working. Just so I can keep working. Yeah. So stay working, stay focused. Don't always try to book Madison Square Garden and you can't fill your living room with people. Start small. Start somewhere. You'll get to the big leagues, but just keep swinging.
Mm-hmm. Now, if you take a look back on you last year to where you at this year, what's the difference?
Two totally different people. Two totally different people. I have made a 180, a complete 180. I was dusty last year. I was
Dusty.
dusty.
Why was you dusty?
I went from being not looked for. Y'all saw when I met y'all, I was wearing glasses with one broke lens on the side. So even in these couple of months, you have seen my little up down coming. You know what I'm saying? I was dusty last year. I went from being looked for to being sought after. That's a big change. It's the same things, but it's a big difference in both of them. This time last year, I was on mobile patrol. This time this year, I'm on flyers. So that's the 180.
And you've been doing your thing, bro. I see you at a lot of events now. Shout out to your hometown, Laurinburg.
Shout out to
Never been there before. But what is it like being in Laurinburg? Like, what is the atmosphere as far as with the entertainment? What is that like?
Laurinburg it's where you stop and get gas at while you're on the highway going somewhere else. It just started getting attention with music. Shout out to Pat Rivers for Harleys. It just started getting attention for music just within the last year. I was on the first show in Laurinburg, and it's been jumping ever since. It's been jumping ever since.
And that was a music. That was a music show.
It was a comedy show.
A comedy.
It was a comedy show.
Okay, like who's some of the comedians you've been working with?
I've worked with Bubba Dub. I've worked with Mimi Manning. I've worked with shout out to Miss CJ Star. That's my comedy baby mama.
CJ Star. But I did skits.
Oh man, Sunday I was the main attraction for Bruh Man. My suit did more talking than I ever had to. And had I known that, I would have brought it down tonight and just hung it up in the background. So I'm out here. I'm out here.
Your suit?
My suit.
What kind of suit you had on? A two-piece?
You know how Bishop get fly, Bishop get out there. And it's a long story behind that suit I had on Sunday. It was actually supposed to be opera house curtains. But I saw that and said, you know what, baby, I need a two-piece out of this. You can't make no curtains out of this. I'm gonna be too motherfucking fly in this in the future. I'm gonna kill them bitches later. Yeah, I took it out. I had to damn put it away in storage. Yeah, so it was a long story behind that suit, and it did what the fuck I wanted it to do when I bought it 15 years ago.
Wow. 15 years ago, you still can fit that suit.
Still can fit the same suit. Yep. Hell, the Levi's I'm wearing now, I had in high school. I'm the same size. I never lost a pound. I never gained a pound.
15 years and you still can fit that suit. Y'all, we got Bishop Stutter in the motherfucking hot seat with us, man. Hey, y'all drop in the comments. 15 years ago, can y'all still wear the same clothes? Drop in the comments. I want to know who said we're in the same clothes 15 years ago. That's dope, bro. But listen, we're gonna get into some music. And when we come right back, we're gonna figure out where he got his name from. So y'all keep it locked right here on the rise. We got Bishop Stutter. We got CEO Big Mozzie. You already know what it is. Back to back to me, though. Shout out Bristol.
If you in the Longburn area, Christian Smith, I see you, buddy. Call your people and tell them tune in. If my folks, y'all name will be in now, where is he coming? Call your people, we got to chime in. I don't want to know it.
They bad to me. They bad to me. Never even think there's some bad to me. Always I say on my period, that person on me. Chip on my shoulder. Money on top of this money. Get low with this money. Cause I'm in this shit till it's over. Never even think that's bad to me. The real right now, they bad to me. Always I say on my period, that person on me. Fucking up on my shoulder. Money on top of this money. Get low with the money. Cause I'm in this shit till it's over. Niggas need me, but I don't need your money. That's how they do that job. When we talk about that, that's what I'm I'm trying to let Jimmy smoking no gas, but I'm hiding this bitch. Blowing up purple, it's got me excited. My head on my tool, and you're creeping on. Niggas be beefing, you know that we beefing. You're rough for your big ones. Just when you come, you're not leaving. I'm got a couple dogs walk down the rear right now. It's bad, the bad to me. Always I say on my period, that person on me. Fucking your chip on my shoulder. Money on top of this money. Get low with this money. Cause I'm in this shit till it's over. Living in the thing you say. That shit bad to me. Got a couple dogs walk down the rear right now. It's bad, the bad to me. Always I say on my period, that person on me. Fucking your chip on my shoulder. Money on top of this money. Get low with the money. Cause I'm in this shit till it's over. Never the type of the top of this. When I catch him, who I consistent. Stay in it. Not right. On my shoulder, I'm ready to blow it on. What you eat? Yeah, they're bad to me. They bad to me. They bad to me. They bad to me. Gotta keep watching them cause I know that they own it. I ride with them posters, fly through the city with the book when they say freedoms. But I put your rest on the posters, your rest is a monster. She can cut the go through that Google and come with a come. What's up, boy? You know some killers that's Stutter, they do you dirty, no worries. Oh, I'm not in this man, no coke, they hand on the 30s. They bad to back to me, they pretty great. Let's go. They better say bad bread, I'm talking about here, bread. Yeah. They better get me down by the tree. I appreciate you, Mr. Brown. Always I say on my period, that person on me. Fucking no chip on my shoulder. I'm just up in this, I nigga know what this one. Cause I'm in down this way, Dave Brown. I'm very down to fucking up on my shoulders. Money on top of this money, and low with the money, cause I'm in this shit till it's over. I do not mind giving anybody their flowers. Let's go.
I really don't. And I don't mind giving anybody flowers that we can both partake in. I like the one that you roll up.
Absolutely, man. That record was called Back to Back by young Bristol from the 4-1. What's up, boy? I see you doing your thing. Hey, Bishop. So let's jump back into it. Where did you get your name from?
Bishop came from I heard the call of God to be a pastor, but I didn't want to lie that much. But I knew I had to serve God in some way, shape, form, or fashion. So instead of me adapting pastor, which was already taken, or preacher, it was too close to being that, I accepted bishop. A bishop is not always a preacher. A bishop is just somebody meant to carry out holy orders. Mm-hmm. That is the Webster Wagner definition of it. So it's for anybody, this is for anybody who is Christian, who is going to be watching this. I can do a clean set. Book me. Book me. Yeah, I can do clean. Shout out to Raw Ministries, Overseer Graylin Ferran, and First Lady Talisa Ferran for giving me my first opportunity to do a clean show in church, because that's where I originally wanted to start at, was church. So I got my first clean show at the very last day of the year but I'm going to be on the mic this year, carrying it over until next year. So I'm gonna leave out dirty. I mean, leave out clean and bring it in clean.
Facts. And you've been running with Bishop for how long now?
Bishop's rebirth has been since November 7th of 2020. Bishop.
So going on 3 years now.
No, one.
You said 2020. Oh yeah, it's about to be 2022. So 2 years.
Yeah, 2 years.
2 years.
Almost to May 7th was the rebirth of Bishop. All my other stage names, all my other personalities, I left them in the past. It is now and only Bishop.
What do you mean, like the rebirth?
I was dusty. I went from being looked for to being sought after. That's a rebirth. That's a new birth. Yeah.
Absolutely. So, like, with your comedy, who can you say your comedy is kind of like? Because y'all got different type of genres too when it comes to like being a comedian. What are some of the good comedians that you like all times, and which category would you fit yourself into?
I have been a fan of this ever since I was younger. So when you talk to me about comedy, I don't start with Cat Williams and Kevin Hart. I go back to some of the old comedy albums that my parents had, like Wanda Page, Red Fox, Rudy Ray Moore, all kind of old school up until now. I'm not just carrying, I'm back from records. I just anything digital, you know what I'm saying?
The legends.
Yeah.
The legends.
I go back.
Who were your favorite people?
Oh my God. Who I really wanted to work with was Bernie Mac. And I really wanted to work with Bernie Mac off camera. Cause that's when the best stuff starts. You know what I'm saying? Backstage, outside behind the space station. You know what I'm saying? That's where all the real jokes and all the real work is being told. I love 10 and 15 minutes on the mic don't really compare to everything I've said after I've been somewhere over 4 hours. So it's the work outside the mic time that you really find the real work at.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So usually when I do on this show, the artists that come on this show, I give them 3 songs. This is the first time ever that we had a comedian on the show besides CJ Starr. She was the very first one. So shout out to CJ Starr.
And I am in great company following behind her.
Absolutely. Let's get back to that first joke. You say you remember the first joke you told.
My first joke was my stutter clause. I just had to even though my stage name is Bishop Eddie Stutter, I just had to let the people know that I'm only up here for a little bit of time. It's okay to laugh at the stutter. Just don't try to stop me while I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? I might run out of spit and have to damn reboot. Let me stutter, laugh at it. Don't heckle me, but let me keep going because there's jokes in between all these stutters.
I think you should tell that joke. I think the people out here want to hear that first joke. If y'all like the joke he's telling, comment in the comments below. Make sure you send the heart and follow Bishop Stutter right now, man. On Facebook only. Follow him right now.
Because I've booked so hard off just Facebook alone. I've shied away. Not saying anything against other platforms. It's just Facebook has already worked me hard enough already. And I know if I went to another one, I couldn't uphold everything. I'm booking hard, baby. I book a phone booth. Standing room only. I'll book a damn phone booth if they paying.
Damn. Well, listen, I'm gonna give you the stage. You do your thing. Talk to America right now. Tell them your joke. Let's hit it, man.
This was the first thing I ever said on the mic, and been my it's been my ongoing introduction for almost every stage I'm on. That's new. Everybody in Fayetteville know I stutter, so I don't have to put it out there anymore. But if you are out there in America watching right now, just know that in between the jokes, I mean, in between all the stutters, is jokes. Plenty of love, plenty of knowledge, plenty of knowledge. I'm trying to see who on here now. Plenty of jokes, plenty of knowledge, and plenty of insight. I try to make sure I leave the people inspired, because you never know what one thing you can say to help make somebody's day go better. Never know. So first thing I've ever said on the mic was my stutter clause, and it goes as such: if and when I stutter on the mic, it is okay to laugh, because I put myself in a comedic situation. But if you try to heckle me, I'm gonna turn the whole goddamn show around and focus on your ass, and then get back to what I'm doing. I see this. When people ask me how long I've been in the game, that story will change every time, because I've been funny all my life, but I've been dipping in and out of comedy. In my 20s, I did one talent show and won, and did nothing else until I was 30, 31, I think it was. And I did that out of necessity. I took a hat and went to Central Park, and I didn't even have a microphone. I just had my voice. That's why I'm so loud now. That's why I'm out of the mic talking, and you still hear me. I went to Central Park with only me and a hat, and came home with like $700, just complimenting damn people as they walk by. So me doing this, I've been in and out of it, but now I'm in the spotlight, and you won't take me out of it. It's the people out there putting bad mouth on me, and it's okay, because I take bullshit and turn it into manure and grow flowers out of it. And grow flowers out of it. So keep all the bullshit you think you are putting on me and my name and my movement is only bringing more attention to me, because I'm new. Y'all been in the game 5 and damn 10 years. So for you to stop looking forward to look back at me means I'm a threat. Means you might see me passing you one day, and you got to flag my damn tires. I'm on run flats, baby. Run flats. I'm moving, and I'm focused, and it's the camera 3. I'm moving and I'm focused. I'm on every set, and I finally learned how to talk about like 5 months ago. So I'm really not going to shut up now. I'm definitely not going to show up now. Big shout out to everybody. I see my numbers jumping. Absolutely. I see my numbers jumping. Call your people, tell them to tune in, because I am talking my shit. Shout out to Chicken Shack in Laurinburg. I need a free chicken plate for this promo. Shout out to Chicken Shack in Laurinburg. The best chicken and shrimp as you're gonna get in the area. I need my plate for that promo.
Absolutely. Let's get into that joke.
I've done it already. Yeah, I've done it already. It don't matter if they laugh. Hell, I done been paid for it. I done been paid for it. And I got some more shows. Yeah, I did it already.
Absolutely. What is some new material that you're working on?
Every show I've done, I've had all my notes in my pocket, all my jokes in my pocket. But I have gotten up there and spoken out of my heart, and I never needed them. Everything I've done for y'all, I've had my jokes in my pocket or in my hat. I might have to pull it out and peek at it every now and then. So I got some new stuff coming up, but you know, we are in a digital media age. People would Take your damn idea, put a little extra. Can't put everything out there. Ain't put everything out there.
And how do you stay safe from people taking your ideas, just trying to, you know what I mean?
I don't speak it publicly. I have a little small group of people that I work with that we are all coming towards one common goal. Everybody who worked on the atomic bomb didn't know what the hell they were building. They just made specific parts. But it was one man that knew the whole end goal, that it was going to be a bomb. So I work with everybody. Everybody. I don't care who it is. If you play the damn spoons, get with me. We can find a damn spotlight for you somewhere. Yeah, I don't turn anything or anybody down, because I was looked over.
And what do you think? What do you think one of the biggest things that people get misunderstood about Bishop?
I've heard that Bishop is an opportunist, and you should say that, because I am. Because without having an opportunity, you won't be an opportunist. I was not looked for. I was found. I was discovered. So if anybody calls me for anything, that's an opportunity. And yes, I'm an opportunist behind that. But there are some bad things about Bishop, and there are some great things about Bishop. But the only people who can say anything bad about Bishop is somebody that I caught on to their bullshit. Facts. Facts. Point blank, period. No, sir.
So being that you're from Longburg, is there any more comedians that's from Longburg too? That you work with? And how do y'all how do y'all like get along together as being comedians? Because this shit is about networking. You feel what I'm saying? And if we all trying to reach the same goal and trying to get to the same place, what do you feel like some of the perks, some of the downfalls about working with people from your city?
Um, People from your city don't believe in you until you make it. So now, Lombard, look at me. Make sure you get all this in. Make sure you get all this in. So when I start calling around two people to say, hey, roll out with me, now you see that I'm really out here in traffic.
And that's the great thing, man. I remember when I first met you. I think the first show that we did, that we had you host, was the showcase that we did at the Intrigue venue.
That was it.
That was the
That was
first.
it. And that was like my sixth show. That was like my sixth show.
Absolutely. And was that your first show in Fayetteville?
It was, because after that, I had a little 10 show run at the space station. Oh yeah, it actually was my first show in Fayetteville.
Absolutely. Now, for everybody that's not in tune with Bishop right now, is just getting to know him on the Rise. Bishop like to take around his glass, man. This glass is very important to him. Bishop, I want you to explain to America about the glass. Show all the cameras about this glass, man. There's one particular glass.
Now, this glass came out of necessity. I was at a party one day, and it was red Solo cups all over everywhere. So I left my cup and came back and picked one up I thought was mine. And the guy said, hold up, that's my cup. Then I looked at his mouth, and he got glazed donut all around his mouth. And I was like, oh, like I felt my lip itching then. So from then and there, I had to be the only one. I had to stand out, that I could leave my cup, even if you don't see me, you could see it and know I'm there.
Okay.
So this came out of not having another damn mistake. Cause it's some shit out there that I don't want to get on my lips.
Yeah, you love check, man.
So when you see Crystal, you see me. Even if I ain't there, the image of me is around her.
Absolutely. To tap into BMP, man, actually, you did not tap in with me first. You tapped in with Lizzie and yo. What was that like? How did you meet Lizzie?
Through an acquaintance of an acquaintance of an acquaintance. This is a long story. I only have I've done like 35 shows, but I only have 9 minutes and 2 seconds of recording time. So somebody from up here in Fayetteville contacted me. They sent me to somebody else. Then they sent me to Lizzie. And then I got with y'all. I asked y'all for the opportunity and you gave it to me. And it's been on ever since.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. What was the biggest show that you did this year? The biggest.
My favoriteest show was the bus ride.
What was that like? I didn't hear about that.
You was on the bus ride.
Oh, the bus ride. The party bus.
The party
The
bus.
showcase on wheels.
That was my favorite show to date. That was my favorite show to date. That let me know that it doesn't always have to be a building.
Absolutely.
I booked the bus, and then off that bus, I booked a boat later on this year. So it's work out there, even if you got to make it up from scratch. It's work out there. Yeah.
Absolutely. And see, you threw me off with the bus ride. You threw me off again, man. That was on my birthday party.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that was, I want to say it was June 26th.
Yeah.
I want to say, I said it was on a Sunday. Matter of fact, I think it was June 27th. Something like that. I don't know. But it was on a Sunday, and we had a showcase on wheels. And the reason why I wanted to do this showcase like this for artists, man, to basically build their confidence up. Just like you said, you don't always have to have a venue. That bus is your venue. You feel me? So while you riding, you might as well just go ahead and be in concert too. Network. You still can do the same thing that you do at a venue. You just in motion.
Yep.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's like putting gas in your tank.
Yep.
You feel what I'm saying? And you moving. That's showing you also not just a showcase on wheels with a concert with artists doing, their music. It's also showing you how you can keep it moving. You feel what I'm saying?
Man, strippers on the damn bus.
Yeah, we did.
I'm on the bus with 20 of Fayetteville finest music artists. Look at me.
Absolutely.
Look at me. I'm in traffic. Shout out to Mo Cheddar. Shout out to Lady Rain.
Yep.
Shout out to that boy Jaw that was on the bus. You know what I'm saying? Awesome.
Definitely. They all was on there.
All was on there.
And that was like the first time me meeting like a lot of people too.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna just keep it all the way up the end. Like the first time that I met some of these artists was at that Treat venue. The first venue that you did with us when you was on.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The second time was the party bus.
The party bus.
You know what I'm saying? So meeting all these artists was off, BMP platform.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that was good. And I think that was dope. I still haven't seen anybody do that yet.
Nope.
You feel what I'm saying? So we kind of set the standards for that.
Yep.
You know what I mean? We got a tour that I would love for you to be a part of.
Anything I can come out dealing with y'all, I'll pop out.
Absolutely.
I'll pop out.
Absolutely. I would love to have you on this tour, though. You feel what I'm saying?
I'm coming out.
I would love to have more comedians on this tour. You feel what I'm saying? But they got to come to you.
I'll grab a few. Y'all see me right here working. I'll grab a few. It's hit my inbox.
Absolutely.
And we'll get this work in.
Absolutely, man. Mm-hmm. We're going to get into The Trap by yours truly, Big Mozzie. You already know what time it is. When we come back, we're going to be into some more information with Bishop, man, in the hot seat, man. You already know what time it is. Keep it locked right here. All right.
That's how you turn it up.
Started hustling. Boy, you see me out here, boy. I'm coming at you when I get back to the bird. I'm coming at you. Wait, at the bird. You had to send me out here. Actually, know that I'm out here. But now that you send me out here, you know that I'm out here. Then let's get me out here. If this is working, buddy, I'm coming back for you when I get back.
Yeah, keep that bitch. If you wanna hate, oh, Jay's at my door. Asking for the eating on. Ain't gonna tell nobody. Bitch, I be on Molly. Got the Perkins in the triple stack. Nigga, I keep saying these two don't pull up at the spot. You are out, you get hit. All these bitches in the track. Look, always trying to fuck on me. No, bitch can't do it like me. This is everybody want a piece. Ain't gonna hurt nobody. She say she gon' hit me on the
Cuz, what's going on, cuz?
She a freak. She a freak. Yeah, she a freak. That you keep that pussy body in under week. Okay, post it in the trap, everything on fleek. So if you need that work, nigga, hit me on the beat. Hey, we got Bishop in the trap. I see him. Bitch, I'm in the trap. Let's go. Bitch, I'm in the trap. Yeah, we gonna rock it with it. Bitch, I'm in the trap. Bitch, I'm in the trap. Bitch, I'm in the trap. Wait, hold up, bitch. Bitch, I'm in the trap, yeah. 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 Bitch, I'm in the trap. Bitch, I'm in the trap. You can find me in the trap. My nigga wanna hate. What bitch that go for 50? If you want to grab some more, bitch that go for 35. Yeah, I'm out here taxing. Bitch, that ain't no fucking lie. If you try to play me, yeah, bitch, you won't fuck. I'm in the kitchen with them babies. Yes, I'm from the 80s. Everything compensated. These niggas out here hating. I swear everybody doing the ball, but they don't get a check. I whip my wrist back and forth. Then, yes, I like to spit. If I hit a lick, I let my homie eat. Yeah, that's the old fat kid. I'm really out here begging, bitch. Put that on the set. If I'm not in the trap, you can find me out in traffic. Spending money fast, cause a nigga know. I know she a freak. She a freak. Yeah, she a freak. I bet you keep that pussy body in of the week. I'm posted in the trap, ain't frontin' nothing free. So if you need that work, bitch, you'll hit me on the beat. Let's go. Hey, bitch, I'm in the trap. 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 Let's go. Bitch, I'm in the trap. Bitch, I'm in the trap. Wait, hold up, bitch. Bitch, I'm in the trap. Bitch, I'm in the trap. Bitch, I'm in the trap. Yeah, bitch, I'm in the trap. Bitch, I'm in the trap. Bitch, I'm in the trap. You can find me in the trap. Let's go. Y'all make sure y'all go stream that track right now, my nigga. Go ahead and look it up. You know what I mean? Run the numbers up for me. That was yours truly, Big CEO, Big Mozzie. You feel what I'm saying? In the track. What was you thinking when you first heard that track from me, though?
It's been jumping. It's been jumping. It's been jumping ever since. I fought with that damn track.
Absolutely.
I fought with that track. I always have.
It symbolized a lot of things, man. For you to keep your track going, your track going. You feel what I'm saying? Ain't all about selling drugs. It's about what you're doing right now.
Whatever your trap is. You could be the eyelash lady. You could be the soap lady. You out here hustling. You got
Let's talk about it.
You out here hustling. It's not all about glorifying drugs. It's all about your hustle. You could be the salt lady. As long as your family eating, that's your trap.
That's what it is, man. You got kids?
I've got kids. I got kids like a good ham space. Shit, I got 4 and 2 possibles.
4 and 2 possibles.
I don't want to go 5 because I might get stuck.
4 and 2 possibles, man.
Yeah.
Also in the military. Also was in the military.
Also was.
What was that like? That experience.
That's why I don't want to say how many kids I got because it might be a few more that damn pop up. Especially now that I'm famous, I might want to claim a new daddy.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. What was your favorite movie? What is your favorite movie? In the 90s. In the 90s. We'll give it the 90s. What was your favorite movie? I'm picking this brain, America.
Belly was 99.
Yeah, Belly was 99.
L for the 99, 2000. Yeah. Belly. I like
comedy movies though. Comedy movies.
Oh man, my God,
Comedy movies.
there was so many. That's when the Ice Cube era started jumping with the Fridays. Friday is that one movie that you can watch over and over again.
And over again.
And still find something a little bit different than the last time that you watched it.
Absolutely. So I'm just trying to get it like you never told us like your genre type of comedy though.
I am.
Are you more of a Richard Pryor, Bernie Mac, Martin Lawrence?
I have a mixture of both. I just know the one thing I'm not planning on doing is roasting anybody.
Yeah, we do a lot of that.
He does a lot of it, but he got security now. I don't want to dig in somebody's ass too hard, and then now I gotta address them and their boys in the parking lot. So I'm not gonna attack you personally. I'm gonna say a joke to help uplift you.
Absolutely.
Not to downgrade you. I like to toast and not roast. I'll brag on you in a funny way. Like I was at a show and it was this big fine woman, and I told her, I bet the damn Kool-Aid was good at her house. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of stuff I do.
Make Kool-Aid different.
But hers just looked like she had the spirit of good Kool-Aid all over her body. Yeah, so I mean, that's just me.
Absolutely.
That's just me.
You was recently, if I'm not mistaken, you was recently like having nights at the End Zone here in Fayetteville.
I did.
What was that like? That experience? Are you still at the End Zone?
I am not. I am not. That was my first experience running the room. See, I'm only a year into this. But my enthusiasm in this business seems as if I've been in this game for a long time. So I jumped out there trying to manage a whole building before I really built myself up. So it was a learning experience. Don't try to book Madison Square Garden if you can't fill your living room. Start small and then work your way up. So now when I go back and apply for End Zone again and other venues, I already have 22, 30 people that's going to come behind me as opposed to the 3 and 4
right.
that was coming out. So it was all a damn trial by fire.
Right. And like networking, do you think networking is hard to do? You think like certain people don't want to network, certain people egos get in the way of networking?
Certain people got that musty spirit about them anyway, and you stay away from. When I'm at an event and a venue, I'm in everybody's face. I get everybody's number. I work. I'm the best 6 man coming off the bench as out here doing it. Y'all see me out here in the public. It's like I've got everybody's phone number out in this room now and everybody's phone number who's watching. I network. So if your spirit does it, people aren't going to come to you anyway. But if you have an aura about you, people will flock to you. So that is a testimony. If you aren't being called, your spirit dusty. It's musty. Adjust some things, because baby, I'm out here working. About my 5th show, I had them live and press myself up enough to let y'all host it. Y'all didn't know who I was or any of my work, but it's just how I presented myself to y'all as if I knew what the fuck I was doing. And when I got there, I had to still make it up as if I knew what the fuck I was doing.
With that glass.
With the glass. And I made a statement.
With the glass. So you have worked with some of the comedians out here in Fayetteville.
I have.
I don't even know how many comedians it is out here in Fayetteville. But who, if you could categorize, well, not even, I wouldn't even say categorize. If you would say the top 3 of comedians that's right here in Who would you say? Top three.
The three people who has paid me the most money: Nate Fitch, Ace Brown, and CJ Starr.
Shout out all three of them.
Shout out to all three of them. They have kept me working. CJ is my comedy counterpart. We got some things coming up in the future. Ace, I learned by hearing him talk. See, I'm always listening, even when you think I'm not. I'm always listening. So I've learned by hearing him talk. And Nate kind of showed me my words because I let him pay me what he wanted to pay me. And it was more than I was going to charge him. Now, if you're watching this, it ain't going down. I'm still coming out for that same price because you'd have already set the standard. You'd have already set the standard, so you can't take that back.
The price is still the same.
It's still the same. Now, tips are appreciated, but you already set the standard because I allowed you to pay me what you thought I was worth, and damn it, I liked it. So I'm not knocking that at all. And I'm not going to say how much it was because everybody might not have gotten paid as much as I did. Or if you got paid more than I did, I don't want to be mad. So that number will stay closed. But he showed me my worth out of this area, and that's what I come out for.
2 questions. When did you meet CJ Starr? How did you tap in with her?
I met CJ Starr when I did the Kings of Your Culture event.
Shout out to the stage, right?
Shout out to the stage radio. I was already off stage and she was coming on stage and I didn't see her set, but I told her, like, look, you need to book me now while I'm cheap. Cause after a while the meat is going up real quick. So book me now while I'm cheap. And I'd be damned if I didn't impress her that a few weeks later I was hosting her show. So it's all about how you present yourself and how you talk to people.
Absolutely.
Because I have a stutter, but somebody is putting me in charge of keeping a night functionable. So if you have the ability to talk without a stutter, what are you really doing? What are you really saying that nobody's booking you or working with you? That's the thing.
Do you believe that anybody could be a host? Certain shows you go to, you see other people hosting. Can anybody be a host for America? They want to know. You feel what I'm saying? All the fans out there that's tapping in, artists, anybody, man. You may want Bishop to host your next show. But can anybody be a host? And what do you think that some of these hosts needs to do better at these concerts?
Us as entertainers, we are only doing it for about a set. There's 15 minutes of time. Being a host is being in control of 4 hours. It's a difference. So if you can keep the people's attention over 15 minutes, don't try to jump and do 4 hours. So now, if you can rock a mic for 15, 20 minutes, then damn it, you can host. So that's just something that should hopefully motivate somebody out there. And that's a little standard format. If you can move a crowd over 15 minutes, you might have the potential of doing 4 hours because that's a lot of weight. Absolutely. That's a lot of time. You got to fill in dead air time because everybody isn't on time. They got to deal with the DJ. They got to clock in. So all that dead air time where there's no music playing, you can't say what you already said before at the beginning of the night. So if you don't have the improv ability, that's what I'm trying to say. If you don't have the improv ability to fill dead air time because it might not always go as planned, then you shouldn't try to host because it's not going to always come out as a formatted time thing. You know what I'm saying? But if you can improv, you can host.
That's right.
So it's take that with a grain of salt. If you can improv, you can host.
Absolutely. Was you a part of that Def Comedy Jam?
Def Comedy Jam.
Yeah. I want to say it was in Atlanta. Not sure where it was. It was the event that CJ Star won, the Def Comedy Jam.
That was in Concord. No. That was I was not a part of it. I could have went, but I believed in her and I didn't want to. You also have to pick and choose what shows that you be on.
Right.
When she went to Concord, I didn't want to go. I knew it was a competition. I didn't want to try to work that hard to go up against her. So I let her go to come back with the hood report. So when we went back, she was already established and I could make my name. You got to pick and choose your battles. Mm-hmm.
But shout out to CJ Star for winning that Def Comedy Jam.
Shout out to
him. She was very excited. I seen the footage when she won. Definitely shout out to you, CJ Star, if you're watching this. All on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, wherever we at. We on all platforms, but definitely shout out to you for winning that. And she's from I want to say Ohio.
She's from Cleveland.
She's from Cleveland, Ohio, and she's doing a thing out here in the Nam. So, and she's still working. So, definitely shout out to you, and definitely shout out to you too, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? For we still linked in. You know,
still rocking. Yeah,
absolutely. We still linked in, and it's like I said, we got the tour coming up. It's called Welcome to North Carolina Tour.
I want parts.
It's starting January 8th. We hitting all the surrounding cities.
I'm available.
And I'm gonna need a comedian on the show.
I'm gonna be there.
You know what I'm saying? Also, we got a Vietnam Christmas, December 23rd, Saturday, 1 to 6. You know how I do it. Big parties.
I'm there too.
You feel what I'm saying?
I'm there too.
That. Last time I seen you.
So I'm booking a show while on the show. Do you see how you work the shit?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right.
And the last time I seen you was at the Trunk or Treat. And you was this nigga. He loved the two-piece suits. This nigga came out looking like a motherfucking pimp. I don't know if y'all seen the pictures. Tell America what you had on, bro.
I had on. That was actually an expensive ass suit. I had on.
Was it suede?
No, polyester. That bitch was high end. But shout out to my brethren who gave it to me. It was a 3-piece Mohan, and if you know anything about Mohan has been out of business for about 20 years. So you got to go back in time and get a damn suit like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but it was all stuff I had and I put away for when I got in the big game. And when I came in like when Urkel came off the bench and damn Family Matters.
Mm-hmm.
I putting up buckets.
Because he wasn't the kid, he wasn't the star.
He wasn't the star. But when he came in, he was putting up buckets.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Anything new coming up with you? Any new events or vision?
Now that we are actually speaking on this, I'm starting a podcast, being inspired from this one. Not I want to compete, not I want to be better. I want to have a platform that I can talk my shit on the regular. Yeah, so I'm not trying to be better than anybody. I don't want anybody to think I'm trying to step on their toes or I'm coming after their artist. But if you want to spotlight that 30 people ain't got to be on stage behind you, you can have your own damn shine. Come check out On the Rise.
Absolutely.
After this, come check out Gift of Gab podcast.
Gift of Gab podcast.
Because we are coming soon because I got the gift of Gab.
Now, are you just doing this for comedians or for everybody?
For everybody. Absolutely. For everybody. Everybody who has been looked over because I got looked over. People wouldn't play basketball with me because I stuttered. That ain't got shit to do with a goddamn pick and roll.
That's pretty fucked up. That's pretty fucked up.
Yeah. So now I'm out here. I would train a one-legged man in an ass kicking contest and put money behind him because I know he gonna goddamn win. So I'm out here.
Absolutely, man. Y'all go check that out, man. Give a gab, man. You know what I'm saying? Bishop starting his own podcast. And let me tell you something. This shit is out here for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like you shouldn't look at it like a competition. You feel what I'm saying? If you can do something, the next person should be able to do it too. Only if they apply themselves. If you're not applying yourself to make or create your own platform, that's on you. You feel what I'm saying? And you wonder, like, okay, well, how can I talk my shit? The only way I can talk my shit is I got to create my own platform. Then you bring in other people in the midst of your platform. You feel what I'm saying? So I definitely salute that, bro. And I want in on your podcast.
Yeah, got to come out. Everybody in this room has to come out.
I want in on your podcast. Also, we was forgetting something that we got coming up in the new year. Not only the tour that's coming up in 2022, we also is bringing BMP. We're bringing Comic View back. Remember that?
I remember that.
So that platform is strictly for comedians. We don't need no entertainers. We don't need none of that. We might have one or two performing or whatever like that, but this platform is strictly for comedians. We are bringing Comic View back. That's what it is, bringing Comic View back. How you feel about that?
I'm gonna be the first host. I'm gonna be the first host because I want parts on it.
Absolutely.
I want parts. Yeah, I've got some things coming up, and by the time that it started, I'm gonna be ready in the spring of 2022. So it's all gonna fall in line and then fall in play. I just got to keep my name out there in a positive light, and I'm going to keep my name out there in a positive light because, as I have said before, I was dusty. I went from being looked for to being sought after. It has been people that have been in this business longer than I have asking me to manage them, and I said no. I said no because it's like me putting Michael Jordan in the Trailblazers. He's not going to be effective. I'll help console any sauce I see, but I'm trying to get me together. So I couldn't help get us together when I'm trying to get me together. I could have been selfish and took every dollar everybody has offered me, but it wouldn't be an effective dollar. I want the check money. I don't just want cash. I'm going after checks. Stuff that you gotta then put in the bank and wait 3 days for it to clear. That's what I'm after now. All the money I can get out what the mud rests on. But I'm trying to build bricks now.
Yeah. So they can't blow that motherfucker down. You already know what it is. Bishop, so what are some of the things that you're doing for the community to get involved with the community?
And me and CJ Star, shout out to my comedy baby mama. Anything she does, Ruth Haven, I'm coming out. I am coming out to pass out anything to the homeless because I've been out there. I've been homeless, and I didn't need a handout. It was only words that got me off my ass. And I can only imagine the uplift in my spirit I would have gotten had I gotten a handout. I've had to get it out what the mud rests on. Fuck the mud. I'm getting it under that. So me helping Ruth Haven nonprofit is my upstart. So far we have passed out clothes, and through Ruth Haven sometime in December we are gonna pass out toys. Yeah. So I went from begging for toys for tots, to handing out toys. A complete 180.
That's a great elevation too. And we have to do more for the community. We need to be more involved with the community. I also got an event coming up called Put Your Guns Down. And this is for the community. It's spoken word and entertainment. I don't know if people out there ever been to a spoken word, but spoken word don't always have to mean poetry. You feel what I'm saying? But this event is called Put Your Guns Down. It's too many people, too many artists that's getting shot behind their lyrics. So that's where we as artists and entertainers and in comedians, we have to mind what we say because people ain't playing nowadays.
That's why I don't want to roast anybody.
Yeah.
You ain't finna shoot me in the goddamn parking lot because you had a damn bad day and I got on you. Oh no, that's the main reason why I don't roast anybody. I toast people. If I see you having a bad day, I want to uplift you as opposed to trying to downgrade you or decry your character.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And you've been to so many showcases now. I hate calling them showcases. That's why everything I do now is concerts.
Mm-hmm.
Because most artists, they're bigger than the showcases.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I look at showcases being something like a charity event.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But you got artists that's actually getting paid to come out to perform, so that turns it into a concert.
Mm-hmm.
We would say Longburg and Fayetteville. Give me at least 5 artists from Fayetteville and 5 artists from Longburg. That's going to have a total of 10 artists, each from 2 different cities that you enjoy listening to, enjoy watching at a concert.
3 of them in this room right now. That's Maserati Santana, Lizzie Yayo, Smiley Quinn, aka Juice. Now, my favorite 2 more, I got to have 3 because these 2 are a pair, so I'm gonna put them as one. And there's CJ Starr and Lyrical Genius.
Lyrical Genius.
And then also Miss Ashley Williams.
A-Game.
A-Game. Shout out that A-Game. Because I see people hustle. Your producer will take your money. You can buy all the studio time you want. You can book a full month of damn studio time, and he will take your damn money and allow you to put that bull shit out there. He got paid. He don't care if you get paid after this. So it's a lot of people out here because you can rap don't mean you should. Now that part I won't say any names, but because you can rap don't mean you should rap. But keep working, keep going.
And see, that's why I was getting at. Do you think everybody can be a host? Do you think anybody can be a comedian? Just because they can make people laugh, can they tap into the comedian entertainment?
It's a structure to this. Telling a joke, if you can write an essay, now I'm finna give away some free sauce. So take your pencils out, because I'm going back to 9th grade English on this one. If you can write a simple essay, an introduction with an opening joke, a body, and a conclusion, that format, you can keep the attention of the people. Somewhere in between there needs to be a metaphor or something funny that shouldn't be possible. Such as in, I'm so goddamn cool, I can drink hot coffee and piss out frozen latte. Stuff like that. Just something to break the monotony of it. I'm so goddamn cool, I can eat a hot meal and shit a damn frozen dinner. Something like that.
You're so damn hot, but you can shit a frozen dinner.
So hot and cool, I can eat a hot meal and shit a damn frozen dinner. Something in there has to be a metaphor, maybe even a good true lie. But keeping the attention of the people is not hard if you have something to say. Because I stutter. So I have to say a lot of extra funnier things to fill in and take away from the attention of stuttering. Now, some people are just backyard funny.
Right. So I know the game is to be sold and not to be told.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And that saying go a long way.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how do you come up with some of your material? How do you prepare for a show, a comedy show?
I'm gonna tell you the honest truth, and this is for everybody who has booked me out here before. I have a book of that I wrote in pencil. This was way before tablets and all this other stuff. That all my jokes and everything I wanted to remember, I wrote down already. But once I get in the crowd and start feeling it, I forget what I came to say, and I just start ad-libbing. I start improv because there's probably something in the room that needs my attention. So I'm going to focus on that. So I don't have a method. I'm just trying to tell jokes past a 275 credit score. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to go. I don't want to go back to hood.
Right.
So I'm just out here doing whatever, saying whatever, productively. You got to put that stipulation out too. Productively.
And this is your first interview.
This is my first interview. Yes,
How does
sir.
it feel to be on the ride? Because you are on the ride.
I am on the rise right now.
And you have done more than most people can say they've done in a year.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell people I was on TV. I mean, regardless if it's just a damn phone, but somebody get a damn cast it off their phone onto a damn TV. I'm coming up.
Yeah.
I'm coming up. You know what I'm saying? Because, well, this ain't my first interview. My first interview was with the damn police. So now this is a different 180. It's just a full 180.
Yeah.
I went from being looked for to being sought after.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Listen, man, it was great to even have you a part of the platform. Man, I interview so many people. And most of the time I get to know these people the same way America is getting it.
Mm-hmm.
The same way. But I knew you already.
Yep.
And you always had the same spirit.
Yeah.
It's always been great vibes. And I think great vibes come with if it's business, it's business.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So when you have a great business like this, shout out to Mall Demolish, man. Just walked in the building. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all need to tap in with him too. You know what I'm saying? You need somebody on the turntables. He gonna make sure they get accommodated. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, just having good vibes, bro, is so important when you're doing business with a person. I don't like getting too personal with people.
Mm-hmm.
When you get too personal, it kind of fuck up the business.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's how we was able to keep our relation. You feel what I'm saying? As far as business together.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I remember the first day that we had that venue at that tree venue, that show that we had at the tree venue, you watched me cook on 2 grills.
Yep.
Cooking that food, and it was delicious, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So y'all make sure y'all tap into my events. I make food. I am a chef. I'm just not a CEO, just not an artist or entertainer. I do chef. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we got some questions.
Okay, so I just wanted to know, how you
This
guys
question
feel
is
about-
coming from Miss Smiley Quinn.
Is this
I was somebody else. I was being somebody
Is this
else.
question for Bishop or?
It's for y'all both. Okay, so it's trending about boys in cooking sets.
Okay.
How y'all feel? What's y'all intake on boys and cooking sets?
Boys and cooking sets?
Like you buy your little son a cooking set kitchen. How do you feel about that? They're saying it's for girls and it's being sexually diverse into one category for just girl children. How do you guys feel about that being men that cook?
Well, I'll go first and Bishop will follow up. I think that's discrimination. I also think that cooking is very bisexual. You feel what I'm saying? I would say that unisex.
Yeah.
I would say that unisex because shit now most days it's the guys that's cooking. You feel what I'm saying? So it's wrong for you to tell your child that they can't have a cooking set. It's like telling them that they can't have a kitchen to cook in. Whether you a chef or not, this shit is for everybody. You feel what I'm saying? So now as far as like the toys go, if you want to buy your son, how old would he be?
For the cooking set?
Yeah, how old would he be?
I would say anywhere between 5 and 10, 5 to 9.
I don't understand how they would relate that to being.
I am a whole man. I am a whole man. And the only thing I need a woman for is to mate. I can cook for myself. I can clean for myself. I could even put a fucking hem in my dress pants if I have to. So it's nothing wrong with being a whole man. I'm a whole man that I could give birth to the pig, raise it, and turn that bitch into a sausage. So we are in a point that whatever your kids are good at, that is not against what you stand for, you should push them to it, because you know what? You can be a millionaire cook, but you trying to push him to damn play football when he ain't got no goddamn talent, but them eggs good to the motherfucker right now. So
I think that's ignorant, man. I think the way people think about that, it's different from buying your son a cooking set and buying your son a doll.
A damn pair of heels.
Yeah.
I don't want my kids being facts. I want them to be brains.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can make money flipping onions, you ain't got to flip goddamn drugs. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's out here. You can be a millionaire chef out here, because they are out here. So anything my sons, because I've got all sons, anything my boys are in and for that I stand for and believe in, I'm going to be right behind them. Right behind them. Because I teach art, and cooking is a form of art.
Absolutely.
So that's what I influence into my kids. Dance, because I'm a left brain thinker. So I'm dance, music, colors, art, sounds, all of that stuff. So I'm only going to preach what I know.
Absolutely. And us as parents, we got to stop this shit. We have to stop trying to categorize what gift that God give our children. You feel what I'm saying? If you buy your son a cooking set at the age of 5, and somewhere down the line, he could be a chef.
I taught my son Alshon at 8 years old to make eggs. So when I'm hungover at work, after on work, I can still eat. So as fathers, we have to teach them everything so they won't have to be dependent on anybody, not just a woman, anybody. Anybody. I can do all my own cooking. I can take the pig, give birth to it, raise it, turn it into sausage and a football. So I'm just out here.
Absolutely.
I'm just out here.
That was a good question. You feel what I'm saying? Anonymous. That was a great question. I got a question for you though.
Mm-hmm.
Before we get up out of here, I have a question for you. What do you think about other people blackballing other people?
That's a weak ass emotion. That's because you see something in somebody that you want to slow down. And if you don't have a hater, you ain't doing it right. Nobody want to stop you if you don't have a hater. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't see anything they want to stop. So if you don't have a hater, keep pushing until you get one. Because hater bring views. They will go find people to help hate along with them. So I do it even for them as well.
Because they're gonna be the ones that tap into your shit.
Yeah.
To try to see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Seeing how they can sabotage and all of that type of stuff. And then smile in your face too.
The doubting Thomases. I've had people accuse me of trying to steal talent. Where the fuck am I gonna take them when I'm trying to be managed? You know what I'm saying? But they saw my potential in what I was doing and saw that you know what, he teaching these niggas how to read and think. Not my niggas. I just want my niggas are down praise me, not be independent thinkers. So I said it. I said it, and I know you watching.
So, are you signed? Do you have a are you signed? Do you have a team? Do you have a manager? Anybody that want to collaborate with Bishop? Talk to the people.
My manager is Miss Shanita Steele.
Shout out to Shanita Steele, man.
My public relations lady is Miss Tashiba Steele. There are other people around that are doing things, just like I said. A man who designed the H-bomb didn't tell everybody what they were working on. He just had other people working on certain parts. But at the end, that's when I'm going to bring everybody together and make this big H-bomb.
Okay.
So there are people working behind me in the background. My security, most of my camp is all women. How the fuck did that happen? It's by design, thanks to damn Black Panther. So that's just how the fuck it's damn working out. That's who I'm damn working with mostly.
Is it a difference? Not to cut you off, is it a difference? Now let's say we switch that and it's all men. Is it a difference?
I don't know. I couldn't even to honestly tell you, I don't know. I just know that I'm going with who has been putting my vision into action. And it's been mostly the women in this industry. So that's who I'm going with. And I have built my team around that to bring in all the drug dealers and all the other damn people. Like, why does this guy have 5 women at his goddamn table? And you just got all musty ass butt dudes at your table. So that's just how it has worked out for me so far.
Absolutely.
That's my whole team. It's been all women.
Absolutely.
Outside of you, you have been the only man that has. Shout out to Beastie. You and Beastie have been the only 2 men that I can work with that the egos have not gotten in the way. Anybody else I've worked with have put their egos up front over the actual vision. So take that with a grain of salt. However, cameras is on me now. Take that with a grain of salt and let it be seasoned into your heart. I ain't mad. Because I ain't stopped. Yeah. And be seasoned into your heart. Yeah.
Absolutely, man. Any last expiring words for your fans, family, friends, anybody?
Don't stop. If you have a vision, keep dreaming. Regardless of how the people around you have gone blind to it, as long as you see it, do what you love. And if being in this game is what you love, be all about it. Be all about it. Take the struggles that come along with it.
Sure.
Eat the noodles and rice that somebody might have to give you along a damn road.
Noodles and rice.
You'll get the steak later. You'll get the shrimp later. Take what you can and put your pride away. Be proud that you're working. But pride is a very dangerous ass damn thing that my first 5 shows, I wasn't on the flight. Hell, 3 out the first 2, I just showed up and made my way to the damn on stage. So shoot your best shot. At any time anybody give you a mic or an opportunity, shoot your best shot. Point blank, period. Don't hold anything back because you never know who's in the crowd or how far you can reach. I went live one time and I was on 4 continents at the same damn time off one live. So we are in a TikTok era. We are in a Facebook era. We are in the Instagram era
Sure.
that everybody got their own platform.
Sure.
You don't have to wait for anybody to give you a stage. You can build your own soapbox. And if what you are saying is important, somebody will find you.
Definitely.
They'll come to you. Yep.
No doubt. Shout outs. One more time, Bishop. Shout outs. Shout outs. That's very important.
Shout out. Let me see. Let me give 10 shout outs to everybody who has been influential to me. CJ Starr. Shout out to Slam Pay Your Dues out of Lawrenceburg. Shout out to Pat Rivers. Shout out to Mozzie.
Yeah.
Shout out to Lizzie. Shout out to Smiley. Shout out to Agan. Was that's about 8.
That's about 7.
Shout out to the Stage Radio, Nikki Auntie Nikki, Uncle Beastie.
Salute, y'all.
Let me see. Shout out to Pat Rivers. Shout out to one last, I'm gonna say his last special shout out for one very special ass person. I have a female cousin who believed in me very much so, and I'm not gonna say her name because all my other cousins will get jealous because I said her name. But I see you watching me on live right now, so you do know I'm talking about you. Shout out to my one female cousin who has really damn kept me going with inspiring shit throughout all my struggles in life. Shout out to I was finna fuck up and then say a name, but I saw another cousin down on there. So I don't want to say a name and I can't say everybody's name. But you do know I fuck with you though. So point blank period. Enough said.
Absolutely, man. Well, you already know what it is. My inspirational words for all my friends, family, relatives, fans, anybody. Keep pushing. Don't let another nigga stop your train, your car, whatever. It don't even matter. Nigga, be a showcase on wheels and keep the shit moving. You feel what I'm saying? Do your craft and keep it pushing. You feel what I'm saying? Because can't nobody put gas in your tank but you. If you ain't putting it in, then you somewhere stuck and you gotta call niggas like us. You know what I mean? So keep this shit locked right here on the Rise. And yo, Bishop, thank you for coming on the Rise with us, man. We got some good shit coming for the end of the year, for the fourth quarter. And we got some new shit coming up for the first quarter. You already know what it is, so make sure you tap in. Shout out to Lizzie Yayo. Shout out to Smiley Quinn, A-Game, Mal Demolish, Stage Radio, what up? Shout out to everybody, man. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even care who I'll be feeling. Yeah. Who to shout out. You feel what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. Shout out to everybody, though. You already know what it is. Keep it locked. Tomorrow night, another special guest. This shit gonna keep rocking. We got some Lizzie Yayo. I'm a baddie. Go stream it and go run the motherfucking numbers up. You already know what it is.
I'm gonna talk my shit on Facebook Live. This is my first interview. And I'm also having my first rock star moment right here in the same spot.